Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Crafty Concepts with Erin. I am so excited about today's layout. I have a whole bunch of photos here from a hike we did in Alaska. Absolutely beautiful, and I did not want to leave any of these photos out. I've printed them in various sizes, but today's layout is going to be a little bit different, very photo heavy, but still lots of room for embellishments and all of the fun stuff. I am pairing these photos with the gorgeous Change of Scenery collection you see here on my desk. This is a really beautiful outdoor inspired paper collection, and originally it was a special. It had a coordinating stamp set and a sticker sheet. Now it's just the paper, but I've bought several packs because there's so many different looks you can go. This is a really beautiful scenery paper. You can kind of use individually or continue it across. There's clouds on the other side, and then these really cute postage stamps, and then all of these outdoor inspired icons. We spend a lot of time in the outdoors, and also these earth tone colors, the blues and greens and tans, really inspire me. Some of my favorite colors to create with. So let me clear this up really quick here. Before we get started, I am super excited to announce the arrival of the Creative Design Team's 12 by 12 Volume 1 sketchbook. This has been requested for quite some time. We do have 2 volumes of our 6 by 8 books, as well as an 8.5 by 11. So the 12 by 12 is here, and they are designed to be double page layouts. So I know many of you are double page scrapbookers. That's going to make you very happy, but you can use them independently, and just, each one of these is going to work as either a single page. You can use either side as a single page. I am showing this to you because today's layout is one of the featured sketches. So you're going to get to see this in action come together. And I do want to let you know this is a digital download. So I will have the link in the description box below. I went ahead and had mine bound, bound at Staples, and you can do that, or you can print it out and hole punch it and put it in a binder, or print them and put them in plastic protective sleeves, or just leave it on your device. All right, let's get into today's project. Since this is a double page layout, I'm bringing in both of my VersaMats, and I'm going to build this on a canvas of white daisy cardstock. The sketch does call for a couple layers of pattern paper, but I'm not sure. We'll just kind of let that develop as we put this together. So I've printed out all my photos. Now the sketch does call for traditional photo sizes like 4 by 6, 3 by 4s, etc. My larger photos are slightly smaller. They are 4 inches by 5.5. So just keep that in mind. But, you'll be able to accommodate the full 4 by 6 photo and recreate the look. There are so many different ways you can arrange your photos. I'm just kind of playing here. We're dry fitting them, seeing how I've got the sketch off to the side of my desk. And this layout design was 100% inspired by my crafty friend, Amy, over at Paper Therapy with Amy. She is known for adding a lot of photos and kind of having this collage style where they're kind of clustered in the center. She does a beautiful job. We're kind of kindred spirits, so I really enjoy watching her channel and hearing about her adventures. I'll leave her channel listed in the description box below so you can check her out also. Looking at my photos, I think I want to switch a few of these around. I like to have my subjects either facing or walking into the frame, so I'm going to kind of rotate a few of these. And again, it just shows you the versatility of this collage design. The smallest of my photos is 2.5 inches squared, and if you'd like to see the process of exactly how I do that, printing my photos in different sizes, I do have a full video tutorial, and I'll have that listed in the description box also. In the summer of 2023, my husband and I, along with my best friend Bonnie and her husband, spent 2 weeks in Alaska. And our first stop was Glacier Bay, where we stayed for a couple days. And this was the very first hike we went on. It was a hike to Bartlett Cove or Bartlett Lake. It was about 8 miles round trip. And I knew Alaska was going to be absolutely beautiful. Everybody talks about it. That was a given. But what I didn't expect was the lush carpet of ferns and moss. The entire trail was just covered in, it was like a little magical fairyland. I mean, it was just stunning. There was mushrooms and flowers. There's this little porcupine napping up in the tree there. So cute. I'm happy with my photo placement. Now we get to choose the pattern papers we want to incorporate. So the sketch has a couple rows of either cardstock or pattern paper it suggests, and I think I want to use these two. So I tend to put my darker, more heavy colors towards the bottom, and in this case it's going to be this kind of tone-on-tone stripe in the pine color, and then we have this nice burlap in the toffee color. We'll kind of slide that one up carefully. Try not to displace all of my photos. And I do like that. I think that that is a nice balance. But I'm wondering, I also have this scenery paper, and scenery paper can be a little bit tricky to use, but it mimics the sketch design because we have these layers, right? And you can see the layers in the pattern paper fading up into the sky. So it kind of follows the sketch. And you know what? That goes with the photos so well. It's almost like a continuation of the photos. I think I'm going to go with that. Let's bring in the second side for the full effect. Well, that was easy. Let's call it done. Just kidding. Let's bring in a little bit more to punch this layout up. I no longer need that sheet of white daisy that I was anticipating using. Now, the sketch does have a frame style border around the top left and bottom side, so we'll use Mocha for that. And I'm going to mat just a few of my photos. This is a move that Amy does a lot. She'll just mat some focal or highlight feature photos on the design, and it really does help draw your eye to them. Now on the right hand side, I think we should mat maybe this one here, and then our little sleeping porcupine photo here in the tray. So the porcupine was taking a nap. I didn't know they climb or are up in trees. I just kind of envisioned them to be a ground dwelling animal, but apparently they do climb. So that was kind of a cool find to spot along the hike. Everything is adhered down, and I want to point out that I was very intentional about putting these two on the same visual plane across the layout. I think it adds some symmetry and balance. So now we can start the fun embellishing process. So I turned to my sticker sheet first, and I like these two pieces. It says, "This is my sign to take a walk," and I think that's going to be a great title. And then this little wood round says, "Out in Nature." Now this could go up here, and we could also go down in this area here. What I'm trying to accomplish is creating that visual triangle. So those are going to be my 3 embellishment spots. Now I have been on a total kick using these ferns and mushrooms that I've cut out on my Cricut. So the ferns and the mushroom there on the left are from Cricut Design Space. This little mushroom here is from the Cozy Up digital art collection. So that was a really fun fall reading themed collection, and it had these adorable little mushrooms, and they're just so cute. So again, this one in my hand is from Cricut. I have a Cricut Access membership, so that is what that one is. And then all of these beautiful ferns. I had to go with ferns. At first I was thinking pine trees and pine cones, but as I mentioned, I was so blown away by just the dense moss carpet. It was seriously like when you see a fairy tale and the princess takes a nap on the carpet, and it's like this beautiful scene and all the little woodland creatures are scampering about. That's what it felt like. And it was just, I was surprised. So I really wanted to go with the ferns to capture that memory of how the forest really kind of was so different from what I expected. I'm sanding the little mocha brown mushroom cap to give him a little bit of texture and just kind of some interest. The base is cut from shortbread cardstock. So the mocha is the same that I matted the photos on and also around the edge of the layout. And I'm going to just use a little bit of liquid glue so I can line that up perfectly against the base here. So I ended up cutting a whole bunch of these little mushrooms to add to the layout. So I think we'll put this little guy right up top there. And he needs some friends, so we've got some little mushroom friends, and I'm going to just put these at different heights, and then we can add some more ferns here. I did pop up my title on foam tape, so it made it really easy to tuck these little guys behind here. The ferns are cut from both pine and sage cardstock. I like having the contrast of the two colors. You'll notice the photo right next to my title is a picture of the trailhead sign. I highly recommend doing this. It's super helpful. It kind of documents, oh yeah, because when you're taking scenery photos, sometimes it's hard to know what was where. So if you take a picture of the trailhead sign and then all those photos follow, it kind of makes it very easy when you're going back to document it. And it's fun to add to the page because it has the name of the trail, it has the mileage, all the details. It's kind of like adding the journaling in a photo. If you have a big story to add, you can use a 3x4 flip flap over one of those 3x4 photo spots, add additional photos and the story. So that's another idea you can use. You can even add a little strip journaling down in the area to the right of where I'm putting these fern clusters. That would be a great spot to add. You can kind of put the journaling wrapping around the photos in that lower right-hand corner. So I want to add, some mushrooms down here too. I've got a lot of open space in this photo. So I feel like it's kind of fun to put the embellishments in the photo just to make it almost all feel like it's part of the photo itself. I was trying a shortbread mushroom cap, but I do think I like the Mocha better. And then I went to my sticker sheet and this says my happy place. So I've added a little strip of foam tape to the back and I wanted something to anchor these little embellishments up top. I like to have elements coming from behind the photo and also on top of the photo to give it all a very cohesive feel. So just a few more stickers from the sticker sheet. I do have a few leftover ferns, but I think I'm going to call that good. I thought I was done, put my VersaMats away, and then spotted this little tag and thought, you know what, let's use him. So we'll just get this little, it was, I had cut off the top, so it's more like a little file tab. But before we adhere that down, I'm trying to make an effort to use my eyelet. So I've got this bronzy color eyelet and my trusty crocodile here. So we'll just kind of give that a squish and make this tag look a little bit more interesting with that metal grommet there. But now it needs something over the top of the tag. So maybe let's try this little arrow here, kind of like a little trail sign. And that's cute. We'll go with that. I'll also add a bit of ribbon. Let me hold this up so you can see the details. Doesn't that just all play together so nicely? So funny story here, my husband and my friend's husband, Traeger, they're looking up, at the tree, and what they're looking at is this adorable little porcupine. And my friend and I are over there trying to get photos of this porcupine from, a safe distance. And they're like, how long till one of them gets quilled in the face? Which didn't happen. We didn't disturb the porcupine at all. But that's what was going on in this photo here. It was just kind of funny listening to him like, yep, this is going to be a short hike. We're going to end up in the ER. But look at this moss-covered trail. Isn't that just magical, you guys? It was just so beautiful. So there's the trailhead, my husband and I, and then some more, there's a little trail sign. And then check out that mushroom with the little water droplets on it. And then some flowers. This is a fun thing to do also when you're taking scenery hikes. Get some faraway shots and then get some close-up shots. It really makes for a nice layout when you're putting those types of photos together. I'd love it if you would take a moment to hit that like button and let me know what you think about this layout design. I really like the collage style. Thought it was fun and something different. So you can check that out over on Pinterest, Instagram, or Facebook. Everything I used is in the description box below. And if you want to see more outdoor adventure layouts, check out these videos right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon on YouTube.